Win by our team. I really was impressed with the second half. High Point is a championship team. I mean, they're going to win their league. I really believe that. And so they weren't going to go anywhere. You weren't going to capture that spirit. And so I liked how we just kept our foot on the pedal in that second half and played with really good purpose throughout. So really good team win.
Your first 7-0 start since the 2000-2001 season. Just what does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, that's great, right? The thing I'm most proud of is our basketball team is growing. We're getting tougher. We're not making as many mistakes on, as the game before. So that's what I really care about. But 7-0, it's better than whatever. Okay, so that's the best we can be up to this point. But we're just really still focused on becoming a really good basketball team. And I think we play the scoreboard a little bit too much, and that's probably what I was most impressed about the second half is we just treated every defensive possession like it was the most important possession. First half, we'd get a little 14-point lead, and then it was kind of, maybe a little nonchalant, maybe take the foot off the gas a little bit, maybe look at the scoreboard, play with some undiscipline. Second half, you didn't see that, which makes a coach happy.
What was the message at halftime to kind of pull together and not allow as many easy buckets in the paint?
Yeah, just do your job. We can, the job we give you, you can do it. It's not going to be easy, but you can do it. And I think they really bought into just executing what we needed to get done. And again, they played with a really good effort, and the discipline was better in the second half. But the message at halftime was that team's not going anywhere. I mean, you're not going to capture their spirit. That's a championship team. They're really well coached. They're going to keep going at you, and they did. So you're going to have to really go get this. And our kids went after it and got it.
Coach, this is the first full game without Callie. Do you have an update on her so far, and how do you think the team responded to her absence?
Well, I thought the team responded really well. We're a little different, right? I mean, she's that force in our lineup, and obviously that's almost 10 rebounds a game that is sitting there. And so I thought collectively, just as a team, I thought we rebounded at a solid level. We're obviously going to have to continue to get better there and get everybody in the fight. But our challenge is, if you're averaging 2 boards a game, can you give us 3? Can you get us 4? If you're averaging 4 boards a game, can you get us 5? And so we're just asking everybody to just do a little bit more to make up for obviously one of the more talented rebounders we've probably had here, to be honest. The update is it's just a bad sprain, and it's going to be a while. It's a pretty ornery one, it looks like. So we'll just hopefully get her back sooner than later, because she is so important to the growth of our team, and we're at our best when Callie's at her best.
It seemed like Hannah filled that role really well tonight. She had 8 boards. What do you see from her?
Hannah had 8 boards. They just come to her. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, Hannah does really rebound for us, and she's not afraid to get in the fight, and she's got that role on our team, and so really she's done that all year for us up to this point. The game at UTEP, I think she really found some confidence. She's seeing the basket, I think, nicely right now. 25 at UTEP, 18 tonight, but she got some stuff to the rim. But we ask a lot of her defensively, and she's delivering. So proud of what she brings on both ends.
Hannah, Sana, and McKenna combined for 56 points tonight. Do you see kind of like a three-headed monster in the backcourt kind of developing there?
I don't know. I mean, it can be somebody different every night. Obviously, McKenna is somebody that's been quite consistent. It's nice for Ronsick to string a couple games together. Crocker, trust me, Crocker's going to be a kid that, is going to get there as well. And so I just think we've got options, right? And you saw that, I think, in the second half. Callie plays around the basket a little more. Megan and Kendall can stretch you. And, they sniped some threes. We got to the basket a little bit from that spot. So we've got different ways we can play. But I'm really proud of Sana's second half, really challenged Sana at halftime to get herself going. And I think she really concentrated on the defensive end. She played with a little more, fire in that belly, and had a big time second half for us.
You had a few defensive matchups against Lauren Bevis tonight. Which would you say you found your most success guarding a talented guard like Bevis?
Sydney Meck. I mean, Sydney's that player for us that she's got great length. She is an experienced defender, so she's seen all kinds of different actions. She got some whistles tonight where she fouled the jump shooter, but Beavis is really good at that. I think you got to give that kid credit, but she really had to earn that 19. I think Beavis had a really hard night because of Sydney Meck, and I think between Sydney, Marty, Jackie, those are the kids that I think we're really trying to train to be that lockdown defender that can guard their best, guard play every night, and Sydney was that kid tonight.
I asked McKenna and Hannah, but I wanted to hear what you had to think about this. There's a little less than a month until the Rams go into conference play, and where would you like to see the Rams get more consistent on the defense or offensive side of the ball before those games?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think to start on the most important end, the defensive end, just every play like it's the most important play. I mean, I think when we stretched it in the first half, again, we just kind of, I don't want to say we took the possession off, but we just lost enough focus to where, two bangs home a couple threes. We lose Beavis, she bangs a three. That's 9 points. We trail late on a screen and we end up fouling a shooter. And so that's the stuff that I feel like we can really clean up. Just more consistent focus. Offensively, I think shot selection, we get a little bit trigger happy. I think, we have some really nice possessions where we move it and share it and there's energy in the ball, and then we fall in love with the one pass three. And I can't fault them for that all the time because they can really shoot it. Like Megan, if she's open, I'm not going to tell her to shoot it. But sometimes I think we need to really understand and feel the game. Like, God, we've gone 4 or 5 trips without a basket. Let's maybe try to get to the foul line. Let's really find a shot we cannot miss instead of maybe finding that early one that, maybe is a 30+% shot. That's where we've got to get better. Thanks, everybody.